Hello students, this is Vijay, Department of Chemistry for Mount Saint Matriculation Higher Secondary School. In this session, I am going to discuss Unit 3 P Block Elements 2 Part 7. So we are going to see the preparation of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid can prepare by three methods: lead shampoo process, cascade process and contact process. But now we are going to see the contact process method for sulfuric acid preparation. For the first step, sulfur and iron pyrites are allowed to react with oxygen or air. By burning, it will give the product of sulfur dioxide. So the first step, we are going to prepare sulfur dioxide. Is it clear? So the sulfur dioxide is prepared by sulfur react with oxygen. By the burning method, will give the product of SO2. The iron pyrites, generally it is a yellow mineral of iron disulfide. Is it clear? That is FeS2. Is also going to react with oxygen or air, will give the product of SO2. Excess of oxygen will give the excess of product. Is it clear? And next step, sulfur dioxide form its trioxide. Is it clear? Sulfur dioxide react with again oxygen, will give the product of their sulfur trioxide in the presence of catalysts such as vanadium pentoxide or platinized asbestos. Why we are going to add catalyst here? Generally it is increase the rate of reaction, that's why we are going to add the catalyst. Is it clear? So second method, sulfur dioxide react with oxygen, it is oxidized to give the product of sulfur trioxide. And next third method, the sulfur trioxide react with sulfuric acid, sulfur trioxide absorb sulfuric acid and give the product of oleum. The molecular formula H2S2O7. This molecular formula H2S2O7 is oleum. And next it is allowed to dissolve water, will give the product of sulfuric acid. Is it clear? So the molecular formula H2SO4, where the equation is balanced. Just check the product side, 4 hydrogen, here 2 2 4 and sulfur 2, so the coefficient 2, sulfur is also balanced, and oxygen 7 plus 1 8, 2 4s are 8, so it is balanced. If you want to prepare excess large scale, you need to set the plant or instrumentation. Okay, so the large scale of preparation, 2 atmosphere 2 bar pressure and 720 Kelvin is the methods that are used for the plant operation. The sulfuric acid obtained in this process 96% is a pure one. Okay, so by this way we have prepared sulfuric acid. And next is a flow chart, will explain the preparation of sulfuric acid. First, sulfur burning with air, it forms sulfur dioxide, and next mixed with more air, it forms sulfur trioxide with the catalyst of vanadium pentoxide and the condition 450 degrees Celsius. And further it is dissolved the concentrated sulfuric acid, it produces the compound of oleum with the molecular formula H2S2O7. Generally this form of compound is a thick fuming liquid. And next we are mixing with water, it will give the product of H2SO4. It's a product. It is a process of method. The method steps: contact tower, absorption tower and dilution tower. In contact tower, SO2 react with O2, will give the product of SO3 by the condition of vanadium pentoxide and 450 degrees Celsius. And absorption tower, sulfur trioxide react with sulfuric acid, will give the product of H2S2O7, that is oleum. And dilution tower, the oleum compound diluted with water will give the product of sulfuric acid. And next it is a instrumentation explanation. So it is a chamber is a reverberative furnace chamber. It is an inlet where the inlet sulfur dry air is allowed to pass, and it is react to form SO2, and further SO2 O2 react to form SO3 by the condition of converter chamber. The catalyst is used for vanadium pentoxide at 450 degrees Celsius, and further SO3 is formed, and SO3 is allowed to form in this chamber, and in this chamber by the inlet way we are going to add the sulfuric acid, and SO3 sulfuric acid react to form the compound of oleum H2S2O7, and further it is react with water for the dilution purpose, and it is diluted will give the product of H2SO4, and excess of water is liberated by outlet as a gas, and by the way we have prepared sulfuric acid. Is it clear? And next, the physical properties of sulfuric acid. A pure sulfuric acid is a colorless and viscous liquid. Their density is 1.84 gram per milliliter at 298 Kelvin. It has a high boiling point and viscosity of sulfuric acid due to the association of molecules together through the hydrogen bonding. That's why it is a high boiling point and high viscosity by the association of their molecule together through with hydrogen bonding. Is it clear? And the acid freeze at 283.4 Kelvin and boils 590 Kelvin. So it is a high soluble in water and has a strong affinity towards water. That's why it can be used as a dehydrating agent. Is it clear? Why it is act as a dehydrating agent? Because they have a strong affinity towards water, and dissolve with water it give a product of monohydrated sulfuric acid and dihydrated sulfuric acid, and then the reaction is an exothermic. Exothermic is the heat is liberated by this process. Is it clear? And the dehydrating property can also illustrated by the reaction with organic compound such as sugar, oxalic acid and formic acid. The reactions are when sulfuric acid react with sugar, the sulfuric acid dehydrated sugar and it is converted to carbon. Okay, by the way the sulfuric acid is hydrated to form H2SO4 dot 11 H2O. Sulfuric acid is hydrated and sulfuric acid is dehydrated the sugar, it is formed carbon. And next formic acid react with sulfuric acid and formic acid is dehydrated, will give the product of carbon monoxide. The sulfuric acid is hydrated to form monosulfuric acid, and oxalic acid react with sulfuric acid. The oxalic acid dehydrated will give the product of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, but the sulfuric acid hydrated to give the product of monohydrated sulfuric acid. And then the chemical properties. The sulfuric acid decompose will give the product of sulfur trioxide and water. It is a decomposition product where the sulfuric acid is a stable, however it decomposes at a high temperature to form their sulfur trioxide product. Is it clear? And next, acidic in nature. Generally it is a strong dibasic acid. Sulfuric acid is a strong dibasic acid. Why it is a strong dibasic acid? Because when it is dissociated will give 2 hydrogen ion and a sulfate ion. That's why it is a dibasic acid. Is it clear? Okay. Hence it forms 2 type of salts, namely sulfate and bisulfates. The concept is when sulfuric acid react with strong base will give the product of neutral salt. On the other hand, when sulfuric acid react with weak base, then they produce a salt product. It is an acidic in nature. Is it clear? So for the strong base, sodium hydroxide, weak base, ammonia, when sulfuric acid react with strong base, will give the neutral salt such as sodium bisulfate. Is it clear? And excess of mole, it will give the product of disodium disulfate. And when it is react with weak base like ammonia, will give their salt product an acidic in nature. Ammonia react with sulfuric acid, will give the product of ammonium sulfate as a product. So it shows acidic in nature. So that is a sulfuric acid as a acidic in nature. An oxidizing property. Sulfuric acid is an oxidizing agent as it is produce a nation oxygen. That's why it is explained oxidizing property. So sulfuric acid dissociate will give the product of water, sulfur dioxide and atomic oxygen or nation oxygen. And next, the sulfuric acid oxidize the elements such as carbon, sulfur and phosphorus, and also their oxides will give the product of bromide and iodide to convert bromine and iodine respectively. For the reaction is sulfur react with sulfuric acid, it forms sulfur dioxide. So sulfur is oxidized, and carbon react with sulfuric acid, carbon is oxidized to form carbon dioxide, and phosphorus react with sulfuric acid, it form their sulfate, and hydrogen oxidize H2, and hydrogen iodide is iodine, hydrogen bromide is bromide. So it is oxidize their compounds respectively. And the reaction with metals, sulfuric acid react with metals and gives different products depending on their reactants and reacting conditions. When it is a diluted sulfuric acid react with metals like tin, aluminium, zinc to give corresponding sulfates. So the diluted level, the sulfuric acid react with diluted form will give the product of H2 gas is liberated, and then it is concentrated, it give the liberated product of sulfur dioxide. So the condition is the diluted sulfuric acid react with metals like tin, aluminium, zinc to give the corresponding sulfate. By the way, the concentrated sulfuric acid react with copper, lead to give the respective sulfate. When diluted level is liberated H2 gas, when concentrated level is liberated SO2 gas. So it is a condition. So zinc react with sulfuric acid, generally it is a metal, it is going to be produce a metal sulfate, and aluminium react with sulfate, it give the aluminium sulfate as a product, and copper react with sulfuric acid will give the product of sulfate, which is copper sulfate, and lead react with sulfuric acid will give the product of lead sulfate. So this shows the reaction with metals in sulfuric acid. Reaction with salt, and also we know the condition when sulfuric acid does not react with the noble metals like gold, silver and platinum. Is it clear? When sulfuric acid does not react with noble metals like gold, silver and aluminium. And the reaction with salt, it's react with different metal salt to give the metal sulfate and bisulfate product. When react with potassium chloride, salt will give the product of potassium bisulfate, and nitrate will give the product of potassium bisulfate, and sodium carbonate will give the product of sodium sulfate, and sodium bromide will give the product of sodium bisulfate. So when reaction with salt will give the product of metal sulfate and bisulfate is a condition. Next, the reaction with organic compounds, where sulfuric acid react with organic compounds such as benzene to give sulfonic acid, where benzene C6H6 reacts with sulfuric acid H2SO4 will give the product of benzene sulfonic acid as a product. And next we are going to see the uses of sulfuric acid, where sulfuric acid used for the manufacture of fertilizer and ammonium sulfate and supersulfates, and also the chemicals such as hydrochloric acid and nitric acid. These are the uses for the preparation of sulfuric acid. And also it is used for the drying agent. Already we discussed it is used as a dehydrating agent, so that it is also used for the drying agent, and also it is used for the preparation of pigments. What is pigment? It is a coloring agent. So, and also it is used for the explosive compound. That is a uses of sulfuric acid. And next we are going to see the test for sulfate. Sulfuric acid is used for test sulfate compound. So the diluted solution of sulfuric acid and the aqueous solution of sulfate gives a white precipitate. For example, barium sulfate with a barium chloride solution. It can also be detected using the lead acetate solution. Here it is also the white precipitate is obtained. So when barium chloride react with sulfuric acid, will give the product of barium sulfate. It is give the white precipitate. So we just confirm the sulfate compound. And also the lead acetate is going to react with sulfuric acid, will give the product of lead sulfate, will give the product as a white precipitate. So we just confirm a sulfate compound. By the way, it is used for confirm or detecting of a sulfate compound. So clear? Okay. Next, the structure of oxo acids of sulfur. So these are the compounds of sulfuric. So these are the compounds of oxo acids of sulfur. For example, H2SO3, it is a sulfurous acid, and H2SO4 is a sulfuric acid, H2S2O3 disulfuric acid, H2S2O4 dithionous acid, H2S2O5 dithionic acid. These are the molecular structure. Already we discussed how we are going to draw the Lewis dot structure. And other examples of their oxides of sulfur, H2S2O7 pyrosulfuric acid, and H2SO5, it is pyromonosulfuric acid. H2S2O8 is a more salt. H2S2O6, it is a dithionic acid. H2SN plus 2 time O6, it is a polythionic acid. Compounds of oxo acids of sulfur. So I hope everybody will understand this session. Thank you, students.